Hey, it's Amber. Today I was going to do a drugstore makeup tutorial for you. Dun dun dun. And first of all, I just say, sorry, my hair looks kind of dumb. I just pulled it back really fast to do this tutorial. Anyway, so what I'm going to be featuring is an eye look using the NYC New York Color little quartet here. It's called Lexington Luxury. And the reason why I like this is, one, it's like under $5, which is super affordable. And it comes with a highlight color, an eyeliner, or a smoking out color, an all-over color, crease color. So I figured for someone starting out who wants to do a daytime smoky look, this would be the perfect little quad. It's really cheap, and you've got everything you need right there in one little compact. So this is the color I'm going to be featuring. The first thing I'm going to do is take my foundation and put some over my eyelids for a primer, because I don't have a drugstore eye primer. Next thing I'm going to do is just take one of my kind of a flatter shader brush, take my first color, which is going to be this one right there. And these colors aren't super pigmented. I wasn't super impressed with the pigmentation, but I think overall you can still get a pretty good look out of them. So I'm going to just rub my brush in there pretty good just to try to really pack it on, and then tap off the excess. And then go ahead and put this all over the lid. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is use the crease color, which is this darker one right there. I really like this color, but I found that, like I said earlier, that I couldn't get a lot of pigmentation out of it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that color wet. And what that basically means is you can mix it with water, but it tends to dry up. So if you mix it with something that has a little bit of a agent in there, it kind of helps solidify that powder together and make it stick a little better. And I know a lot of people use like MAC, mist, fix, whatever. But I actually find that if you just use a regular toner, they have kind of the similar ingredients. It's kind of, watered down with just the, it has aloe vera juice in it and things like that that kind of act as a little bit of an adherent to help that shadow stick. So I'm just going to be using the Nivea moisturizing toner, and this again is just from the drugstore. And I like to just stick it into like a little clear Pyrex bowl, I guess, because when I'm dumping out like this, I like to have the sides instead of just using something flat. You can use just plastic, but then it tends to run all over. So I'm just going to take my same brush and just dip it in a little bit into the toner. And then if I'm using a shadow wet, I usually like to just use half of it, because sometimes it'll change the consistency of the shadow. So I'll just run it on the same half every time when I use it wet. And I'll really load up my brush there. I'm going to go through and just stick this color right in the crease. So I kind of like to make an arc shape coming up and then kind of narrow down as you come around. So now I'm going to do is take kind of a bigger, fluffier brush and get that same powder on dry, and I'm going to go ahead and go right over that and set that wet in. And then I'm just going to kind of blend that up through the brow bone area. Okay. Alright, now just grab another brush for your highlighter. And I'm going to take that white color that's right there and tap that right under my brow and just blend that in. Okay, so you can kind of see what that's doing. Okay, so this is a very appropriate daytime look, but if you want to go for more of a daytime smoky look, you can go ahead and take, I like to use my Sigma little blending brush, like this, and I'm going to go into that dark, blacky, charcoaly shadow. I'm just going to tap in it just a bit, tap off, just go into the corner, or where your outer V would be, and just barely rotate it and smudge it over into your crease and down a little bit. Now this is going to be more dramatic if you have a bigger crease. I don't have a very big crease, so it makes it a little less dramatic. We don't want this to look too harsh since we're going to be throwing it through the day. And you can just grab a bigger brush to blend it out. Okay. So just like that. Then what I'm going to do is take a little angled brush like this and go back into my black and do a little eyeliner. Definitely want kind of that soft. Okay, and I'm going to just take it down just a little bit on the outside corners. Because I do still want this to be a little bit more daytime versus nighttime look. Okay, then just take a little bitty brush. It looks like there's someone outside my window. I'm pretty sure that's just snow. Okay, that's weird. It's a fog glass, I can't really see. Okay, just smudge up those lines a little bit. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to use a little bit of my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner, which is an awesome dupe for matte gel liners. Use a little brush that comes with it. I'm just going to go through the outer corner and just intensify it just a little bit. Just fade that in and just intensify. Black powder, go over that and blend it in and set that liner. Okay, then if you want to go through your waterline, you can. I feel like it tickles my eyes so much. Does anyone else feel that way? Okay, I don't like to put that on too dramatically, just because I still want it to be softer. But I'll do the same and go ahead and take that charcoal and just go over that line. Smudge it a little. Alright. So now I'm finished with my shadows. Just kind of zoom in on my eye there. I curl my lashes, and I don't use a very expensive lash curler. I just use the NYC lash curler. I'm sure it was like $2. Seems to work fine for me. What I'm going to do is do my eyelashes, and there's a lot of people that either love or hate this mascara, the falsies. And what I figure out is if you like wet mascaras, you love it because it's really, really wet. If you don't like wet mascaras, you will hate it. It does thicken, it does lengthen, it can get a little clumpy, but mine straight out a little bit. And I find that I always like to take off the edge because it always seems like the tip has just like a big glob on it. I'm not really a fan of that, but once it gets dried out a little bit better, I do like it. So how I like to apply this is I like to take the spoon brush, put it in at my lashes and kind of wiggle to really give that thickness. And then I, continue out. And then I like to turn the brush. So see how it's thick like that? And now see how it has those long ones? I like to take those and use those to separate my lashes so it doesn't get clumpy. Okay, so I've got my eyes done. Got my mascara on. And now I will do my lips. So I'm going to be using as a lipstick the NYC Chiffon, which is kind of a baby pinky pearl color. Alright, well that's my finished makeup drugstore tutorial. I really like how these products finished out, especially for the price, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you later. Bye!